Hello, welcome. Robert Bolden, Life Transformed, and thank you so much for clicking on this email and checking this video out today. This is going to be a series that I'm really going to delve into something that is a huge part of, I think, our culture. And it's going to take some twists and turns as we go along. It's not going to end up maybe like some of you may think it will. But the good news is, oh my goodness, it is very possible in today's culture to achieve exactly what it is we're going to talk about here. And the topic is freedom. Typically defined in our culture as time freedom, financial freedom. So let's think about that. What is freedom? And it's going to be different for everybody. For me, time freedom, I ended up going to work in the corporate world, spent about 20 years there, made a lot of money, so some could say I had financial freedom. So I could go, our family could go, we could go anywhere we wanted, we could buy anything we wanted. House paid off, cars paid off, all that stuff. So I guess, some people would say, man, that's financial freedom right there. But time freedom, did I have that? No, because I was working 80 hours a week. So there was a price to pay for that financial, what some would call financial freedom. So I'm a living testament to, it's not about the money, right? It's not about the money. And I believe time and financial or if you just say freedom, you can't have time freedom or financial freedom. It's got to be together, right? Time and financial freedom. Because it's like chicken or the egg. If you have all kinds of time, but you don't have the dollars to do and be what you were created to be, well, that's like, you'll be like, dang, I got this time, but I'm restricted here. If you got the dollars, got a lot of money, but it's in the bank and you're saving for a rainy day and a nest egg and all that stuff that we're taught, which I don't believe serves us well in most cases, right? If you've got that, but you're having to work so hard, and plus you're paralyzed with a certain amount of fear and a certain amount of, I've got to be safe, I've got to protect this money, I've got to save it for the quote-unquote retirement and live happily ever after. Well, that's a lie too, my humble opinion, from my humble experiences. So what is freedom? That's what I want you to think about today. What is freedom? And again, the way our culture defines it is time and financial. We always hear those things going together. I want time freedom and I want financial freedom. But what's next? What's below the surface? If you had time and financial freedom, what would you do? What would you do? That, my friends, is the key question. If you had time and financial freedom, what would you do? Now, the people that I talk to, people that have achieved that, I look at my own life, and I've got a fair amount of time and financial freedom right now. So, here's the thing. Imagine, if you're not in that space now, put yourself in that space. What would you do with that time and financial freedom? What would you do? Would you sit on the front porch and whittle? Would you go golfing all the time? What would you do? And even if you did say, I'm going to go golfing or fishing, or I'm going to, play bridge, or I'm going to just travel. Okay, then what? Then what? My challenge is to continue to keep asking yourself, then what? and get down to the deep parts of your heart, because this is a heart thing. Get down to the deep parts of your heart and find out really what freedom is for you. Because again, life can be so fast paced that we just go, 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 go. And we can say, well, yeah, I want financial and time freedom. But then to take the time, carve out a half hour, 40 minutes, and really just think that through all the way till you get to a point where you're like, oh yeah, that's what I would do. And if you find that, when you find that, if you go through this exercise, you're going to have a whole new outlook and a whole new inspiration for your life and what is important. And that's how these teachings over the next several days, might even switch into weeks, can impact you. It can open you up to brand new awareness. Now, some of you may have this awareness already. Stick with me. You can always pick up something. But those of you who don't, it can be life-changing, life-transforming. And of course, that's what we're all about. All right, you guys, stay tuned for the next installment. Take care.